Hello, classy people. How y'all doing? My name is Wayne Bolden. I am your Speed King. As always, if you're watching this video, please do us a big favor by supporting us. Hit the red button that says subscribe. Ring the bell so you can get notified each and every time we do one of these videos. And as always, like us and comment. That's my favorite part, to hear from you. Well, we wanted to take a look at a Grade 3 stake race on Saturday out in California. Of course, it's Del Mar, and it is on the 8th race. It is the Native Diver Grade 3 Stakes for 3-year-olds and upward, going a mile in the 8th, and it's a field of 8. So it's a very uncontentious race. It looks very one-sided to me. Let's run through it real quick, and to me, it looks like a walkover. When we get to the horse, I'll let you know who I think it is. The number one horse is Established. Established has 10 starts, 3 wins, 3 seconds, and 1/3. That's pretty good. 1/3 of them. Richard Baltus is our trainer of record for the number one. By constitution, this Kentucky bred is a gelding. Comes out of an allowance race on October 16th. Really don't have any black type in his line at all. As a 4-year-old, did run in the Ohio Derby in 2020 and finished 12th by 25 to Dean Martini. So again, the number one Established really doesn't look like he fits in this spot here. Even though he's coming off of 2 wins, I mean, you can't really knock that. Just seems like he's a cut below here in terms of speed figures relative to the favorite in this race, who I think is an absolute lock. So the number one horse, we're going to look past him in this spot, Established. The number 2 horse is Midcourt. Well, we all know Midcourt. Midcourt has 18 starts, 6 wins, 3 seconds, and 4/3. That's about 1/3 of his wins per his starts, which is 18. John Sheriff is the trainer. This horse must have had some problems because he has big breaks in between his last couple races. He's coming back now off of a 49-day layoff. He was in the Awesome again on October 2nd at Santa Anita behind Medina Spirit and Express Train and Stiletto Boy. Prior to that, he had a 106-day break, and prior to that, he had a 174-day break. So it looks like Midcourt's better days are behind this 6-year-old. Has earned close to $600 or $600,000. So I mean, I would be shocked if this horse jumped up and ran better than he did 49 days ago on October 7th in the Awesome again. It was just a horrible, horrible showing that day. He kind of stared out away from the course. Speed figure don't look right. It makes me think he has some physical problems. Now, the only positive thing about it is that they're bringing him back in the Native Diver, which is a Grade 3. I think John Sheriff is a decent trainer. I don't think he would do anything to hurt or injure the horse. But Midcourt doesn't look right to me. Now, if he is right by some stretch of the imagination, he could contest the favorite in here, which is 8 Rings. But I would really have to take a wait-and-see approach on Midcourt. But, he does have speed figures back there, and when he runs a good race, he really runs it. I don't know what to do with him. Coming out of the Awesome Again stake, that just looks too bad to me. But like I said, John Sheriff did wheel him back into this Grade 3 race, so maybe we'll have to use Midcourt in the 2nd or 3rd spot here as our pick. The number 3 horse, Wicked Tricks. Well, here's an old-timer, 6-year-old Wicked Tricks. Has 33 starts, 7 wins, 7 seconds, and 6/3. Not bad. Mr. Hess Jr. is our trainer of record. Speed figures, again, are very, very cut below. So Wicked Trick doesn't look like he's a win contender in this spot to me, if you ask. The number 1 horse, Established, had beat him 2 back on October 16th. Speed figure, again, it's just subpar when you look at a horse like Midcourt, who we're iffy about, and definitely up against 8 Rings. Wicked Trick would have to run, the race of his life, plus improve a whole bunch to beat 8 Rings, or, in my opinion, Midcourt in this spot. So the number 3 horse, we're going to go ahead, Wicked Trick, and throw him off the ticket. Well, here's an oldie but goodie for me anyway. You know, Bell Harbor. I always liked the number 4 horse Bell Harbor. He had 28 starts, 5 wins, 5 seconds, and 9 thirds. That's right. He likes to run third. Gregory Sacco, a Jersey trainer, has this horse. Joey B is up. Look at that. Sacco and Jersey Joe together. They won a lot of races at Monmouth Park over the years, going all the way back to the 90s, obviously, which is my home track. But Bell Harbor, the number 4 horse, appears to be a stipend below these. The horse has very, very nice bloodline, has won $658,000, and can jump up here or there and run a decent race. But I would use Bell Harbor underneath, if anyway. I don't think that he'll be able to threaten the big horse in here, and we all know that that is 8 Rings, of course. And the number 5, Azul Coast. Azul Coast has 9 starts, lightly raced for a 4-year-old. A little inexperience here, has 3 wins, 1 second, and 1 third. This is a Bob Baffert second entry in here. Of course, he has the 6 horse, 8 Rings, who should be the favorite for sure. But Azul Coast, the number 5 horse, is by Super Saver. Again, very lightly raced relative to a lot of these veterans in here. I mean, he has won 3 of 9 starts and placed second and third once. But, you know, I wouldn't be mad at you if you use this horse underneath. This horse also exited the same race that Midcourt exited on his return, the Awesome Again, where Bob Baffert won the race with Medina Spirit and Stiletto Boy ran second. Well, Azul Coast ran 7th by 17 that day. Not a good account at all. But he did draw the services today of Flavian Pratt. So again, he does have a race 2 back on August 22nd, an allowance race that Flavian won with him. The speed figure was decent. So I guess, you know, the other Bob Baffert, Azul Coast, the number 5, probably should be used underneath. Bob Baffert, Flavian, the horse is coming off of an off race, the Awesome Again, where he was totally overmatched. That grade 1, been away for 49 days and really hasn't run a top effort since August 22nd. So the horse should be fit, should be fresh. They may have been a little bit aggressive by taking him from the allowance right to a grade 1, the Awesome Again. Now he's back to a grade 3, big time class relief. So I wouldn't give up on the number 5, Azul Coast. He only has 9 starts, is by a Derby winner, Super Saver, has won 3 of them, has drawn the services of Mr. Pratt, and again, it is Bob. So, you know, I wouldn't take a negative approach on the number 5, Azul Coast. And 8 Rings. Well, here's the darling. This horse was touted ever since he was a 2-year-old, but 8 Rings obviously is in reference to, I think, Bill Belichick up there in New England with the 8 Super Bowl things. But the number 6 horse here, 8 Rings, 11 starts, 3 wins, 1 second for $400,000. I think this horse had some physical problems back there, probably as a end of his 3-year-old and his end of his 2-year-old and his 3-year-old campaign. But it looks like in 2021 they've gotten this horse together. I mean, he's literally put together, you know, 5 or 6 races here, and looks like he's coming around. I know he was highly thought of, 8 Rings, by Empire Maker, and he does have races now back to back. He last raced 14 days ago. Of course, that was in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, where Life is Good, the old Bob Baffert trained Life is Good, now being trained by, you know, Mr. Pletcher. And of course, Ginobili ran second in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. And, you know, the speed figure that came out of that race for 8 Rings was huge. Obviously, it lays over this field. He ran 4th by 6. And in this small field of 8, you know, he breaks from the middle of the pack. He should go right to the front in this mile in the 8th race. And basically jiggy jog. I don't know. If he runs that last race or that last speed figure, they can't beat this horse. This horse looks like a mortal lock to me. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to bet him. He might be 2 to 5 or 3 to 5, because everybody can see that he didn't run disgracefully in the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile against Life is Good, who looked like a flat-out terror, right? And again, 8 Rings did run 4th by 6. So again, he is the favorite. He looks like he's unbeatable to me in this spot. And I don't know what Midcourt is, the number 2, so I know he would have a shot on his best day, but it looks like his better days are behind him. And Bob Baffert's other horse, the number 5, Azul Coast, just don't seem like he's up to this type of level yet. So again, 8 Rings to me looks like a lead pipe cinch, and let's see if you're able to bet him. Our morning line on him is 3-5. We think that his win probability is about 38%, close to 40, and we set in the morning line of 3-5. We think he's totally unbeatable. That would be 8 Rings, the Bob Baffert brother, who by Empire Maker. For sure. The number 7 horse is Axeman, 17 starts, 7 wins. That's not bad. That's almost 50%. And again, this is a Bob Baffert. So Bob has 3 in here trying to circle the wagon with Azul Coast, 8 Rings, and now X-Man. Well, X-Man's been away for 216 days, and I don't know what X-Man is, to be honest with you. I mean, I haven't seen him for 200 days since April of last year. Santa Anita does draw the services of Mike Smith, has a lot of stake black type in his running past performances here, and the speed figures look very fast, to be honest with you. I mean, this horse worked 6 furlongs on 29th of October at Santa Anita, 6 furlongs in 111-3. The best of 2 came back with a 59-3. And you know, I don't look at workouts, but they're jumping out because they're bold type. So I don't know what X-Man is. It looks like he's going to try to go out with 8 Rings, so I can't see the barn beating up on each other. I'm going to take a wait-and-see approach on X-Man, but again, he does have 17 starts, and he won 7 of them. I mean, you can't knock that. The only thing I want to do is see a race off the 216-day layoff, you know. But the workouts say the horse is ready, and he is speedy. So who knows? Axeman looks like, you know, he can run 1-2 with 8 Rings and Axeman. And of course, Azul Coast, right? Bob circled the wagons on this one. He has the native diver stake race dead to right here. And the last horse in the race is the number 8 horse, Kiss Today Goodbye. Well, it's over with. 14 starts, 3 wins, no seconds, and 3/3, 200,000. Kujak is our trainer of record. This horse is coming off of a 128-day layoff. I can't bet him against 8 Rings, who's fit, fresh, and fast, coming off the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. So I'm going to throw Kiss Today Goodbye right off the ticket. So you say, well, what is it in the native diver? Well, to me, Bob got this race dead to right. Now and again, I don't know what Midcourt is, so I guess I'll use them underneath, but I don't think 8 Rings can be beat here, y'all, the number 6 horse. And Bob's other 2 contenders, Azul Coast, the number 5 horse, and the number 7, Axeman, looks like they're improving as young horses, so it wouldn't surprise me if Bob ran 1, 2, 3 here. But to me, then none of them in the race can beat, unless they improve a bunch, could beat 8 Rings. This is his race to lose. He looks like a mortal lock. He looks like that way to me. So it's Bob's race to lose, folks. There it is. Tell me what you think about it. And as always, down in the description, please see our disclaimer. And most of all, stay classy. Have a good rest of the week as you move forward towards the weekend. Talk to you later. Looks like 8 Rings is a lock, y'all.